Nikki, we have a tweet from you. Shout out to the random man who paid for my food in front of me. Thank you. What is that a regular occurrence? Like, dude,
I just thought that was such a nice gesture. It was like a Chipotle thing, and he like paid for the food in front of me. I thought that was so sweet, and it was like an act of kindness that made me want to.
Oh, hold on. Yo, AB Check, thank you for the gifted 20 memberships. Appreciate it, man. You're a fucking legend. Appreciate it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Okay, thank you, man. Appreciate it. So
it just reminded me that there's still like really nice people that like give really nice gestures.
Sounds like a simp, if you ask me.
I felt like, no, that wasn't a simp. I thought that was like such a like gentleman. Like that was so nice. Like he didn't have to do that.
Have you had that before? Like anybody just like pay for your shit or anything?
Yeah, and maybe I just didn't document it that day. But that day, like,
how often?
I had just gotten out of the gym. Like I just was not feeling like my best.
Yeah.
Like I had no makeup. Like it was just super plain, and that guy just like paid for it.
Other ladies so here has that anything like that ever happened to you? Like a dude just like, oh, let me pay for that. Has that happened?
Yeah.
No, he didn't even say it.
No?
He creeped out.
But you've had offers, I guess, like.
I've had it like once, but it was a girl. It wasn't. I've had it once, but it was a girl. It wasn't like a guy.
What about you?
Yeah.
You've had that. What about you? You get.
Yeah.
Tell us briefly what.
Like free drinks, like stuff like
free
that.
Free drinks. What about like you're getting food? The guy. Any other non-club related?
Paying for food or just like.
Randomly, like you're in line at Chipotle. Oh, let me get that.
Yeah.
You have you had that?
Yeah.
Have you had that?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call him.
Have you ever had a chick, just like you total stranger, just like
I never had a woman pay for it, but I have had women who work at places give me free food because I'm handsome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I would give you food if you got up to the register and couldn't pay for it. I'd be like, I got you.
I appreciate that. But a couple of my exes did ask me on first dates, and they paid for the first dates.
Or like
free rides. Doesn't approve of that. But.
Or like free rides home. Like I don't know, just kindness.
Kind of sounds like female privilege a little bit.
It kind of is, and that's real, and it exists. Honestly.
Mm-hmm. Kind of sounds like life on easy mode.
Oh.
A little bit, don't you think?
We're
Definitely.
the ones,
just total strangers here. Let me just finance your life.
We're the ones with the periods. We're the ones who end up having the baby in our stomach. Oftentimes, being left by like the man we had the baby with.
That's okay. I mean, there's a whole lot of.
They're paying for a meal. It's not like they're paying for my rent. Finance my life.
Like
you're literally buying me food for a day.
It's a kind gesture.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe some of you have had sugar daddies. I mean,
yeah,
we can get into that, but.
There's pros and cons to both being a man and woman, for sure.
Yeah. Shoot, I mean, I guess I was my own sugar daddy because I've been living by myself since I was 12. So.
Yeah.
See, but that's like expected of men, but like. Anyways.
Wait, and let's also not forget that men get their egos up and they like when they do those things for a woman.
Simp. It's so simp.
Well, they do.
You're such a beautiful girl in the line. Let me pay for your food.
He was not about tipping like a simp as if he would have waited till I got there and asked me for my number. Nothing. He just paid for it and then left. And then when I got to the register, the lady was like, "Oh,
that makes him more of a simp."
No, it doesn't. It was just like a kind gesture, and then he just left. He didn't engage with me and know.
Have you ever done that for a guy?
I have.
Just some random dude, like.
Yeah, actually, I have. I've given a guy free drinks before, like while I'm buying.
As a bartender?
Yes, I have to pay for it out of pocket.
That's totally different.
How is that different?
You're saying this was another guy in line.
The question was if I've ever done like a nice gesture, right?
Yeah, but that's a very different context. Like you in your capacity as being employed by a bar, and maybe you found some dude attractive and you bought him a free drink.
Is your argument that people can't just do nice gestures, like a nice thing, like that's such a bad thing?
No, my argument though is that this tends to be typically from men directed towards women, and I think it's simpish to just like randomly see a girl you think is hot. Let me just pay for her shit.
I don't know.
That's simp.
I don't know if I would call it simpish,
but what
you have
if
a
he
point
has the
because,
money
like,
to do it and he just finds you attractive and
he has
was
no
like,
money.
Like, no, what if, he has money, he's whatever, like, has like some money to spend to spare.
You only provide for a girl who is like your girlfriend. That's it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna provide for random chicks.
Oh, of course
Oh,
not,
you're so
like,
hot.
Buying a drink is not providing, by the way.
What's that?
Buying as a girl a $25 drink, it's not providing.
He's saying
First
that
off, this is another reason
Women
why
do.
not to go to the bars and
Like,
clubs.
it's not a very big
$25
deal.
drink.
Like, buying
What the
a girl
fuck?
a drink or food, it's not a big
Go to
deal.
Bevmo and
But,
hang
like,
out with your girls.
It's just an
That
act
has a
of
point.
generosity.
Because, like, you guys,
That's it.
every single one of us said, like, a man has come up to us and offered to pay for our food. But how many times have we been in a restaurant and we decided to actually pay for someone's food? Like, the only time I've ever paid for a man's food that was in front of me is because I rear-ended him in the drive-thru.
He's just saying women have it easier on that.
What I have done is like given like a homeless person money
That's
before.
a bit different.
How?
That's
It was
still
a man.
different.
But
that's
And that was
that's
like an
out
act of
your
kindness. I didn't have to do that.
right, but like there's
I wasn't
something
doing it,
that's
like,
that's
sexually
almost like
either. Does that make me a simp?
Yeah, but that's almost like charity. Like a guy who you're a guy buying your food at the line in Chipotle is simp shit. Because he thinks
he's
you're
doing it
physically-
because you
Well,
are
that's his
attractive.
decision.
It's not.
But I
it's-
think that
like, it's
kind of
not-
makes him a man to like do that kind gesture and not
No.
expect anything sexually or romantically back. It's I see a pretty girl, like I have the money for her. I feel like that's kind of like a really masculine act,
Chivalry.
and whenever chivalry and whenever like a man
That's not chivalrous.
does that, I don't think that he's a simp. If anything, it's very like attractive, and I like.
And then he
I'm very
disappears
appreciative.
and you never see him again. If there's no basis
But
for
it
starting,
left a mark in my head enough for me to tweet it. Like that would like
wow,
really
good
like,
for him. He really got a lot out of that tweet.
Yeah, that was so nice though. That was such a
You
nice
didn't- you
gesture.
didn't-
Listen, if anybody
What
catches
value-
me and in any
what
line,
value did
I'm
he
not
receive?
against somebody paying for my food. I'm
Good
here-
for you, of course. If women just want to send me free money and free shit and buy me stuff, I'm not going to sit here and tell them no and object to it. But if we're actually analyzing the situation, the dude's a fucking simp. He's just
So
buying
what?
a chick random food.
So
Are you
men
mad
being
that a girl
strippers,
isn't
they're
simping
being
for
simps
you?
as well?
Yes, well, first off, I don't encourage men going to strip clubs. So yes, if you're going to a strip club and
Because it's the same
if
thing.
you're tricking,
just tipping women because you
Yeah,
find
that's
them
some simp-
attractive.
I'm glad you
Wait.
said that. It's still simpish.
that's
It's
first
still
off,
simpish.
like
Are you upset, like, a woman isn't simping over you and doing it for you?
I've had women simp over me. Not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking dope.
What does it
I
look
like
like?
that shit.
I
feminine?
love it too.
Huh?
Were they feminine in their ways?
Super feminine. Yeah.
I went on a date last week. She took care of everything. Paid
Okay.
everything. I said okay.
A girl need
She
not
paid
be
for
like
everything?
hyper masculine to want to
Yeah,
simp for you.
she asked me did I want to go to dinner, and she said she would pay.
You didn't think that was like nice? Like that
Never.
was like,
Yeah,
damn,
I
like
think-
wow.
yeah.
No,
I mean,
we're not
she asked
criticizing
you,
that.
so she
She asked
should.
me. I mean,
because-
But it's
we
a
went
date
to a
too.
museum. Yeah, we went to the museum first. Well, I was in New York. We went to the museum in New York, the Natural History Museum, and I took care of that. But then while we were there, she was like, "Do you want to get ramen after? I'll pay for it. I'll
So
pay for
is she a
everything."
simp in your eyes right now? Where do you stand with her right now?
Oh,
No, but
she.
Do you appreciate her right now for her paying for?
Oh yeah, I'll probably hit her up after the podcast.
But like, is she like in your priority right now?
Yeah.
Do you think she would be less of a priority because she did that?
Well, I don't know. I just kind of want to like hop into your guys' minds as you guys.
Well,
go.
hold on.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
I value that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think there's this trope of like, and I know Ella, you probably disagree with this, but like, if a girl is actually contributing in some way, like if she's kind of simping on you,
She
that
really
shows
likes
a very high level of interest.
Yep.
And like my personal view is if having been a guy who's dealt with low interest women and high interest women, it's way fucking better to deal with women who display high levels of interest versus a chick who's like a fence sitter. I don't want to deal with the fence sitter chick. I like girls that are like, I don't play this game of like this hard to get shit. I like you, you like me, let's be together. Let's keep it simple. We don't need to play some fucking game. So
I just don't like the word simp. Like I just think that
you might not like it, but
the
a dude
word.
who you're
So
not
because-
dating,
but
a
because-
dude who you're not dating, who random stranger who just pays for your shit, he's tricking. That's a trick, right?
No, I just
He's
think that
tricking.
was a nice gesture.
Is that the word?
Wait, do you think
I mean,
she's
that's
tricking
just
on
his
you
way
then?
of.
Do you think that girl's tricking on you then by buying the ramen? Do you
No,
think that she's
but he has a
simp?
romantic. He actually
right?
has like an interaction.
I feel like if it were more of like a
repetitive.
repetitive thing where it's like you're just going out like once a week to a specific restaurant and that person just happens to be there and every single time they're paying for it, yeah, they're a simp. But if it's like,
That's not possible.
yeah, it is.
But what if like paying for your food, it doesn't make a difference in his finances?
Yeah.
Like he's just wanted to do it because he wants to do it. Like it's not a impact. It's not affecting.
Because you're
him in any way.
pedestalizing some random woman who doesn't
Well,
deserve it.
let him be.
That's how guys flirt. I feel like.
What is the
like
He
they
didn't
shoot
flirt
their,
though.
But
He
that's
literally-
their way
that's
of showing their interest. But not all girls are gonna show their interest by just buying a
Well,
random guy.
how about here's if you
something.
want to actually flirt with the chick, how about he step to you and be like, "What's up? Are you single? I'd like to take you out sometime." And at that point, he can start potentially spending resources. But to just like buy you your shit and be like, "Peace," that's fucking weird. That's simp shit.
Well, some guys are dumb. I guess. Like.
Facts. They
guess they
are.
are, like-
They're
I guess
dumb
it's
as
so.
fuck.
That's his
I don't think it's
point.
dumb.
That's his point.
Dumb as well. Of
It's
course
trying to
you
prove
got-
his masculinity, if anything. Like if a man buying you stuff or like randomly buying you drink or whatever, is him like trying to like proclaiming, "I'm a man. I
It's
can
not
take care of things."
masculine
Okay,
to trick
They
on
like
women.
to do that.
Hold up. Okay, so say that is the case. Did you say anything to him?
No, I didn't get the chance to. He had already left.
Okay, so if
I have men buy me drinks and not even saying hello to me, just like randomly like.
do you say
sending
anything to them?
Cowards. They're pussies and they don't have what it takes
Yeah.
to actually step to
No,
you
I
and be
did
like,
not think
"What's
it was
up?
pussy.
I think
I'm
it's
Bartholomew.
like I appreciate you
Hi,
took the extra
nice
time.
to meet you."
You took the extra time in the mirror. I appreciate that. That's how I see it.
Have we taken into account that it's like Christmas time and that maybe he was like, oh, I'm gonna do a little like secret Santa real quick and just buy her food and dip
I think
to
that
do
tweet
something
was from
nice for karma?
2020.
Was it
I
from
mean, it was-
2020? Was
Yeah,
it not this month?
Yeah, no.
It was from 2020.
Ignore me.
Okay. Look, that's just some simp shit.
Yeah.
Obviously you guys are going to object to me categorizing it that way because you guys stand to benefit from men continuing to just fund your life.
Are you
essentially.
jealous?
Well, no, because the way I see it too.
Yes, I
'cause,
would
like,
love it if women
Should
just...
we turn down those things?
Yeah, was I
For
supposed to
real?
be like,
Should we
No,
say
I'm
no?
not-
Oh
no.
my
No, no,
God,
no, no.
how
Because it's
dare
like-
you.
What about when
I
don't
buy
mind
food
when
for
people are
guys?
gonna
No, I
say
don't
that.
blame women.
wallets
I
and
don't.
Disrespect?
Okay,
No,
well, it's
I
not
take
really.
issue with the men doing this. There's no blame on women. If some fucking dork wants to buy your Chipotle and say nothing to you, good for you, bruv. You saved $15. Congratulations. Good for you. But like,
Fuck yeah.
I criticize the men. If you're guys, please never do this. Don't do it.
What do you
Please
think
do
men
it.
do that?
Huh?
What do you think men buy
What?
women randomly things?
Because they're fucking pathetic. That's why.
What about you?
you're just jealous.
What do you
Do
think?
you
Please
Please
think that
keep buying
maybe
us
you have
things.
too much pride and trauma
Trauma.
built up. Yeah.
Trauma, son.
Do you feel like you have a little too much to whereby you think that they're like being simps when in reality they're just men that have let go of their ego and pride in that moment and have like healed
Let
the
go of
parts
their
of them that were
ego.
hurt by some woman that they just want to do a kind
If
thing
they
for
had
women
if
'cause
they were
have
on
that
some Eckhart Tolle
masculinity.
shit, if they were on some Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle, Power of Now, and they're like, they destroyed the ego, they destroyed the whatever the fuck it's called.
It doesn't
Their
have to-
their heart chakras were aligned.
Please, it doesn't have to be that deep.
He would
You know
just
what
be
I mean?
like, the ego move is like, I'm going to show how fucking dope I am and pay for this girl's meal. No, you just be like,
No, the
I'm going to
ego-
buy my own shit. Who the fuck? I don't give a fuck about this person. That's the egoless response. The ego response is like, let me fucking flex on this chick. Let me buy her fucking vegan Chipotle, son.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
and sometimes
let's
it's
do it.
adorable of them because they think
Yeah.
it's like so.
They're like, I'm
Manly.
doing such a great thing.
They feel
Oh, wait,
like a
I'm going to
man.
say why
and
it's
it's
not called a
cute. It
simp.
makes them so happy.
I remember when I was younger, my dad paid for the ladies in front of me all of her groceries. And I not once thought that was like a simp thing at all. I thought that was like such a nice thing.
That is very nice.
Woo. Woo.
All of her groceries?
Did he say why?
Yeah, she was like a single mom and like had her 2 little kids. And I don't know, I think my dad just like felt like, sorry for her and understood.
Yeah. But then again, he is also a dad, and he did see like a mom with 2 kids struggling to probably pay for groceries.
Yeah, I did not at all think that was a simp. I thought, wow, like that was such a nice thing.
Okay. Moving on.